cannot.
He's the one moving.
All right, who wants to talk about what happened last game?
Unless I missed one, I think we discovered that there's a bigger organization than the organization we're involved with. And something about portals? No, not portals. Globes.
I mean, they were technically portals.
Yeah, sure.
There was a lot of talk about multiple worlds and basically multiverse theory. Gideon was very confused, but he was already in his own head about his whole werewolf situation. Speaking of, we had gotten back to the town in this strange world and collected our reward. I think it was mostly a night of just like hanging out and learning things and then going to bed, if I recall.
And we have a new team name.
Yeah.
That was last game, wasn't it?
Yeah. If you look at the collaborative notes, Gideon turned into a wolf creature. Crimson said nope and touched the orb. Gideon looked at Danielle, and Danielle said nope and touched the orb. See, Gideon cowered to the corner. I wouldn't say cowered to the corner, but sulked to the corner. Cecil checked on him to make sure he's okay. They were transported to a realm of void and green mist. That's when the paladin that we are all familiar with appeared to explain kind of how the worlds work. We are, I guess, working for the Congress of Valor, is that what they're called? That's what I have in the notes.
She is, at the least. She may have recruited
She is.
you.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I think we're working for the Shield equivalent, but that's okay.
Maybe.
Shield equivalent sounds pretty good, actually.
Okay.
You guys are working for Shield.
We are working for Shield.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, so we are part of the bureau that maintains the balance of all the dimensions. Essentially, we need to pay the light bill. That's when we went back to the town after we were transported back. I believe she transported us back to the town, actually, instead of having to walk all the way back. That's when Crimson, of course, went by himself to go collect their reward. And what was very convincing when he asked for 100 gold when it was like 50 we were promised. And they asked what our name was, and of course, we're the best you've got. And that's when Crimson went back to the bar, and I think we all went to sleep at that point.
How much did we get a piece? Because I know there was I'm not where I normally am, so I don't have my book, my notes. Was it 33 a piece? Something like that?
I don't know. Don't remember.
Okay. I currently have like 43 gold and 5 platinum total on me, and I feel like I did not have nearly that much before.
Oh, he ended up giving us platinum pieces. I think that's why I was kind of in shock. Because I have 5 platinum, 37 gold, and 9 silver. I did have some money from a previous adventure, but... And the party funds are currently sitting in 100 gold, so... Take that with what you will.
Yeah, I think it did turn out to 5 platinum per person, and then 100 for the party, the party loot.
Correct.
Sounds about right to me.
Yes, we also created party funds so that we have them to finance these ventures that we are going on.
Right.
To finance the booze.
That's what your personal funds are for, damn it.
I needed to get the work done. It's a work expense. Yeah, that's what they call it.
No.
Cecil opens, he's sitting there taking notes. He opens up his book, his book of never-ending pages, and he says out loud, it's too bad you don't have like a drink bottle that never empties.
Oh, dear Lord, if such a thing were to exist. The hell are we at the moment?
I mean, that could have been a conversation at the bar.
At the bar, probably the next day for breakfast.
Yeah, Gideon is sulky and largely keeping to himself.
Gideon's new personal side quest.
All right, so wake up, breakfast time. Cleared out the dragon. We're in good with the town.
Yep.
So, what else does our mission here entail again?
I mean, we were only supposed to document our finding. The better the documentation, the better the reward.
Honestly, I think basically the whole thing's in Cecil's notebook, so as long as the notebook doesn't get damaged in any way, we should be good.
Excellent. Let's get the mayor's name and credentials down and pass it on to the Bureau when we get back. Speaking of, how the hell are we going to get back again?
Retrace our step.
Didn't we have a thing that was going to take us back?
I believe
I think we had to get back to the doorway first in order to use the...
Well, no, we originally didn't have to, but I don't know if we still have it. Do we still have the xylophone of returning, or whatever the fuck it was?
I don't have hold of that. I think.
I think I had hold of that. I'm just trying to see if I've got it in my inventory or in my notes. Because y'all know how organized I am. I know I didn't lose it, so Danielle has it. It's just Danielle's player does not.
Excellent. If we had lost that, we would have had significant problems.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's like a one-time use type thing. You know what I mean?
Well, no, because they would have taken it back, I'm sure, if that was the case. Or told us. I don't remember them saying it was a one-time. Or it was like once an adventure, I think, something like that.
Suppose there's only one way to find out.
Right. Maybe not vanishing from the bar, though, would be better for future relations, since that is apparently our job.
Why not? We'll give them some stories to tell.
So I'm confused. Where are we trying to go to? Back to our house?
Pretty much.
Back to the realm.
Oh, I'm thinking the wrong bar. I thought we were at the bar in town. Sorry, I was confused. I thought we were already back.
No. The town where we collected.
In the alternate dimension still.
Gotcha.
But aren't they all alternate dimensions? Even our dimension isn't
We're
that
at a bar somewhere in Denmark.
We're not in Denmark.
Why does everyone speak Danish?
They are not speaking Danish.
Have you met someone who spoke Danish?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm just saying, I've heard Danish spoken, and it sounds an awful lot like Danish. Could be Swedish, I suppose.
Danielle, could you just use the fork?
Danielle sighs and tries pinging the fork.
I will most assuredly grab hold of the bottle of hard liquor I ordered for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
For amusement factor, she's swinging the fork against the liquor.
Okay. And Danielle, where are you thinking of specifically?
Specifically, the living room back at the mansion.
Okay.
I'm now adding this thing to my inventory as a dimensional tuning fork.
The game is still paused for me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And you said the living room? Got him. Fair enough. Well, I guess it still works.
One of us appears on the roof, one of us appears in the basement.
Oh, shit!
Do we have a basement?
We do now. Just hear people crawling out, clawing their way out.
I have bad news, everyone.
What?
My map of town has disappeared. Like, I had a scene where town was in it.
Oh no.
And it's gone now.
No.
Reach out to Rob in case it's buried in a folder somewhere.
I'm worried I've accidentally deleted it somehow.
Not our town. We created that.
You did, and it had a bunch of notes on it.
I know, I imagine.
Look out the window and there's just a smoldering ruin. I don't think we're in the right world.
We did it again.
Crimson, what did you do?
Witches. It's the witches.
Anyway,
it's always the witches.
You're at your house.
Well, we made it back in one piece.
We look at each other, we're all basically sofas. Sorry, I had a hitchhiker's moment.
I have to. So, we're supposed to report back to the people.
The town hall, the bureau, headquarters.
Pretty much.
Uh-oh.
I don't like uh-ohs.
Uh-oh?
Huh? No, your sound went really weird.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, it seemed to be better now.
It was probably my torch. Carry on.
We have lots of lighting in this house. No need for torch.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, my cat just Kramer slid by my doorway while he was playing with the ball, and it really distracted me. Right, we have a mission to turn in and a small child to collect.
Well, I can turn in the mission if you'd like to collect the small child.
Looking around, are we all here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm in the wrong room. I'm like, why don't I see anybody?
It's just because you're fine.
I'm not sure if it's best for me to be around small children. All things considered.
Well, here, let's put it in this fashion.
Are you looking bestial at this time, or?
Right. Are you bestial at the moment? Do you feel hungry for the flesh of others?
Mate, I can safely say I've never felt hungry for the flesh of others.
Then I think you'll do just fine.
The problem are the moments when I don't have control over what I'm feeling.
Well, you'll be fine for now, Gideon. You don't look like you're gonna hurt no one.
Well, before we go anywhere, I'm going to get out of all this Arctic gear, because it's quite warm here.
It is.
That's actually not a bad idea.
I can only imagine the looks we'd get walking through town dressed like this.
I think my coat has melted onto my armor.
That does not sound like fun.
A little alcohol will help that, and not the kind you drink, Gideon.
Oh, I wouldn't waste good alcohol on this. I'm going to miss this cloak, though.
Well, we might be able to... Actually, hold on. Does prestidigitation do stuff like that? And... for some reason I thought prestidigitation would do something like that. It can have a different spell.
I know it would clean one piece at a time, but I don't know that it would actually restore the coat.
Prestidigitation, no, it's not that powerful.
Damn cantrip. Mending might do it.
So, with all appropriate sincerity and forthrightness, I think I need some assistance getting out of these clothes.
All right. So what's wrong? What is wrong with your outfit?
It melted.
Gotcha.
His parka's just melted across his cloak and his armor, and he realized he was so drunk the previous night that he didn't even remove anything. Which explains why he's sore and cranky this morning.
Yes, apparently so.
Well, and Danielle, would you like to go get the small child, and I can go collect the reward?
Cecil
I
takes
think
out
you're going to need Cecil for that, because he's got the notebook with all of the math and notes.
Cecil, you're with
Yes.
me.
Okay, well, and he's got his knife, and he's just about to start cutting me part of the coat, and hands the dagger over to you.
All right, well then, this might take a minute.
Cecil turns and goes, well, I could burn it the rest of the way off, he says with a small grin.
I would much rather be out of the armor before it is exposed to any further heat. Thank you very much.
Okay. Falls out of the room.
I could burn it as well if you really want. Not a problem.
Already made my feelings clear on the subject.
Fine. Cecil, with me?
Danielle is currently trying to figure out where to start to separate these fabrics, if it's not entirely melded together.
Out the door, Cecil goes, seriously though, lad, I do need just a minute to take some of this stuff off. And he's got wool, furs all over him. He just kind of books it upstairs. 5 minutes later, comes down, relatively his normal outfit.
Crimson's just taking it off and set it off to the side on the pillow right there. Yeah, you could have just done that.
One must always look their best, he seems. straightening his coat. And
Crimson with his fucking greasy hair all fucked up.
Crimson and Gideon have very similar personal styles.
He's a farmer boy. He doesn't give a shit.
And Gideon's drunk.
Right. One and the same. Are you ready to go now, friend?
yes.
I see a loaning of a town map, so...
Do not own any token with vision.
Yeah, so this is a new scene because the other one is gone forever.
That's
the entire town, or just the scene?
So the scene is actually the name of like the bit of program. So like everything with the labels on it, with the job board all programmed, with the clickables so you can see what the fuck everything is. That is gone.
Ah.
We don't know where.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna have to rebuild that, but it does not need to be done tonight or right this second.
No.
It's just gonna be a little bit more theater of the mind, loosey-goosey than previously anticipated.
At least we took half of that stuff down in notes.
We did.
When we were building the town? Yeah.
That's good.
I'm pretty sure I have a screen recording of us building it and it being labeled, so I'm hoping that I can find that and, recreate it.
So I know I had... Here's the thing. I know I had notes about the town somewheres. I don't know where the fuck they are. Like I had notes on all the jobs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find them. Yeah.
I have all the jobs.
Okay.
It's just I don't have the clickable nice thing where you can click on it.
Yeah, and I've been playing D&D too long to care. Not that they're not cool to have, don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
It's
I'm mostly concerned about the buildings being labeled.
Yeah, I got you.
But I think we can muddle our way through.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, right there. That's where we are. I know where our house is. It's the big one in the middle. And I know we're heading over here to the castle. So our house in the middle of our street.
Out of my head.
Why?
Get out of my head, Charles.
Alright, so me and Cecil are going to the bureau / castle /
And then Danielle and Gideon will go and retrieve our wayward ward once they get through removing all the melted nylon.
Once you take off all of Gideon's clothes, it's fine. Okay, so why don't the two groups roll? One person from each group roll me a d20.
You want to do that, Jim, or you want me to do it?
You can do it.
2.
Feel free to roll if you'd like.
Sure. $18.
You win.
We just split a d20. I mean, what?
Okay, so.
All right.
So you spend roll me a dexterity check. I will let
no.
you roll sleight of hand.
I can roll sleight of hand.
Eight.
This is gonna go well.
I think with that negative bonus right there, I beat you.
Oh my god.
Take 3 steps out in the street. We're suddenly broke.
All right. You know what? I don't think we're getting this off. I'm just gonna have to cut myself free later.
I mean, I could probably just cut it here. Gestures at the shortest distance. And then
Yeah,
we
just
can
do
fix
it.
the one thing.
It's getting very, very hot in here. I have a sword. Do you need that? No, the dagger's probably better, more dexterous.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're getting that like claustrophobic feeling. Like you were fine until you started trying to get out of it, and now it's too
Now you're
much.
stuck.
Now you're like actually stuck. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh no!
Oh,
I'm
damn.
thinking about that. Ooh, dirty 20.
It's okay. It's okay. You've been stuck in weirder places. Your clothes, not the best place to be stuck, but also not the worst place to be stuck. You don't panic yet.
This is only the second worst time I've been stuck in my own clothes. We can get through this.
Danielle cuts through the outer layers.
Just spend time just hacking away at the melted parts so they can get to the buckles and he can get it off.
Pretty much. It's like if we can not damage the buckles, we could probably salvage something from this.
After 20 minutes, his cloak is in tatters on the floor, and
Well,
he managed to get out of his armor.
yes, thought was the cloak was probably protecting the buckles just because of placement from the melted plastic. So the cloak is probably lost. But
It's bad.
It
Anyone
wouldn't be the first time I lost a cloak.
anyone who's seen melted polyester knows.
Yep.
Sam just made a face at me like he knows.
alright, having freed the occasional werewolf,
Oh, you have not freed him. He is still stuck in his clothes.
he is
That
still
was
stuck.
an 8 and a 9.
Damn it!
From the outer layers and possibly most of his armor. With any luck.
Yeah, no, it's not happening this round. So, Cecil and Crimson. You guys can struggle with that for another round. So Cecil and Crimson, you're up. You're heading to the bureau.
We are heading to the bureau.
Oh, I'm so glad I took those outfits off. Oh, I can't even imagine still being in them right now.
It is
It's here in the background.
Did you hear that? It sounded like a wolf howl.
sounded like a wolf howl.
Yeah, it sounded more like a wounded puppy. Oh, I suppose it could be one and the same.
Speaking of, my living room now smells like wet dog. Give me a moment.
Damn wet dog.
You know what smells more like wet dog than one wet dog? Two wet dogs.
Two wet dogs.
4.
Oh no. That's true. Okay. Sam sprayed air freshener. Thank you, Sam.
Welcome.
And that's why I'm glad that the only dog I own is a little statue of K9.
Okay, so you
As I
guys
look over to my cat staring out the window.
You guys are headed to the bureau. It is actually as you walk outside of your house and your own little dimensional pocket, you realize that it's actually probably almost nighttime. It's like that 5 o'clock feeling. Like people are leaving work and exiting their houses. It's not dark out, the sun isn't going down yet, but the moon is up. Also, there's lanterns and everything around.
I feel it very important to ask what phase of the moon
I was
Is the
just
moon
about
end.
to ask that.
Roll me a d6.
D6. 5.
Last quarter. Actually, wait, let me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's half. So first quarter.
Okay, that's fine.
And just to clarify what you said before, I heard you said about being closer to dusk and all that. Did you say we're also surrounded by lasers, or did I mishear that?
Lanterns.
Oh,
There's
lanterns.
lanterns on the street, and people are coming
Gotcha.
outside. You smell delicious food roasting. There might be a party
Okay.
happening.
I'm not here, but I have to ask: is there a lamplighter walking around lighting lamps with a stick?
No, this is a high magic setting, so nope, not that.
Dang.
So Crimson's attention gets diverted very easily. There's a party going on, eh?
Which we can always stop by afterwards. We have
Yes.
a chat.
So I'm gonna follow the direction of the party, and not my party. I mean the party.
So you're gonna wander off.
Pretty much. Yeah, Cecil. One second. I'm just gonna go over here. No problem.
Cecil's not even listening. He's just going on a little speech, as it were, about the importance of duty and following through, and turns around and notices you're not there, and he's been talking to himself.
That's I got 5 platinum pieces to spend. So yeah, I'm wandering off towards the party. Or festival, maybe.
You would even say perhaps festival. Alright, Cecil and Crimson, why don't you both roll me d20s as you split the party even further?
All right.
Good boy. Good boy. Thank you for coming when I was out.
Can I predict Cecil being fine and getting up in a in a wheelbarrow? Not Gideon, Crimson.
Alright, so
Just
Cecil...
straps holding it up.
Cecil got a 20 and Crimson got a 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cecil, you're heading to the Bureau.
Does the bureau look open, since there appears to be some type of festival going?
Yeah, there's definitely opening. It's definitely got like 20 minutes to close vibes happening. There's definitely like a couple of clerks who are goofing off in a corner, loudly singing, drinking songs to themselves. Maybe they got the party started a little early. Who knows?
Cecil walks in. Probably the counter is far taller than he is, and he just kind of
Yeah,
puts his hand
there
up, starts
is
tapping on it.
there is a shelf that pulls out for you to take a step on. So like a little stool that pulls out. One harried-looking.
With a little plaque on it that says "For gnome use only."
Gnome and halfling, thank you. There's one harried receptionist who seems to be doing all of the work of closing up while the other two goof off. Right.
Good evening to you.
Right, yes. How can I help you? What do you need?
Well, I'm actually here as the tail end of a journey that we took part in. We were mapping another realm. I've come to bring back the maps and the notes.
Oh, good. Can I see them?
And this just looks like the person that's normally supposed to be working there. It doesn't look like.
It looks like
Somebody
she looks no, she does not look shady. She looks like a clerk.
Okay. I take out those notes.
She's not much
From the
taller than
sketches.
you, even. She's only a couple feet taller than you. She looks tired and a little frazzled.
Takes out all the sketches, the notes, the diagrams of the compasses they use, and notes on the dragon.
Right, that looks amazing. Did the councilman actually tell you how much he was promising you for pay? Please tell me the councilman told you how much he was promising you for pay?
Yes, he did. And I'm sure Cecil
Wonderful.
would have remembered that. Is that the 100? No, that was the first.
100 gold pieces.
Oh, is it something like 20? What was it? 20? Was it? I've got it written in here on my character sheet. Does anybody remember?
I'm muted. It was 20. You're right. It was
It was
20.
20. Okay. I believe it was 20 gold.
20 gold it is. Right, so these are our copies, or do you need copies made?
These are, I already have my own notes. These are the copies I've made for you.
Wonderful. You make my job very easy. I'm so glad that the councilman offered to pay you 25 gold pieces. That was so generous of him.
That really sounds like the other guys in the office are like using a fire extinguisher in the background.
You know what? Maybe they are. Maybe they are using a fire extinguisher.
Something got out of hand and they're just racing around, spraying something in the back.
They're just,
They've
they're
realized
just
that the
wind
lamps are
cantrips.
still on, and they've got to get around the whole office before they can leave.
Sitting in a chair backwards, throwing wind cantrips away from them.
Yes, exactly. There's a lot of chaos happening, and it seems like you got the one clerk who was like, "No, I'm actually at work. Thank you."
Well,
Appears
this is
to
some
be quite
personal
the
experience
evening.
sinking in the game.
Is there a festival or something going on?
Yes, it is the Festival of Light this evening. There'll be lots of bonfires and food and all of that.
Ah.
That's definitely why they are slacking off. Not for any other reasons. Right, 25 gold pieces. And she picks up your notes and heads to a back corner of the office.
Actually, I believe it was only 20.
No, I believe it was 25. Thank you for making these brilliant copies.
Gotcha. 25 it is.
She returns a few moments later with a receipt. Right, so you just need to sign here, here, and here to say that you got all of the, that you were properly paid for this job, the 25 gold pieces, as well as here, saying that you handed over the materials of your own free will, as well as, did you already sign, you signed the waiver, right?
Was
Right.
it one we would have signed before we left?
Should have, but it's Councilman Tassinari, so why don't we sign this and we'll just backdate it a couple days.
Certainly. Why not?
Right.
Cecil has quite the long name. Are these big receipts, or is he like writing it really?
He's
tiny?
writing it really tiny.
Alrighty. He's used to it. Come on now.
Right, sign this. Cecil, Clay, third. Dot at the end. Alright, and what was the waiver towards? Just
Releasing the Bureau of any responsibility in case of your wrongful death.
well. Glad I can sign it now. Means I didn't sign. Alright, well, unless there's anything else, I will
Paperwork
let
is-
you finish your day and get out of here. Looks over at the other coworkers and possibly towards better company.
Don't I hope so. And she hands you a small pouch containing 25 gold pieces and takes all of the paperwork back to you assume file. Or whatever happens to paperwork in this world.
Just a dragon there eating it in the
shredder.
corner.
Yield shredder.
Pseudo dragon office use.
It's a living.
That's a living.
All right.
That's what
Gideon and Danielle. Gideon is starting to feel very uncomfortable in his clothes, which have melted onto him.
Uh-oh.
What are you trying? So, they haven't melted onto you in a way that's painful, but stuff is definitely stuck to each other and stuck. The polyester of your parka is working as a glue between your cloak and your armor.
All right, you know what? Forget the melted bits. Let's just cut off where they're binding. We can get the rest later.
Roll me some dexterity checks, y'all.
I got 11.
You want dex from me too?
Yeah.
See, all I'm picturing is he grabbed a coat that's like, one of the nylon coats he grabbed was kind of like a pink camouflage type thing, and that's
19.
19. You find a couple spots where you think that if you just shimmy the blade and cut the leather strap, he should be able to rather gracelessly shimmy out of his armor.
Hold still.
Free me.
large.
Shimmies
screen
the
is
knife
for-
in. Slices outwards. This is against all, knife etiquette ever. Do not pull towards yourself. Slices! Are we assuming, 3 buckles here?
Yeah, 3 buckles is fair.
Yeah. So I started at, say the hip, and then I'm, underarm, and then I'm okay, shoulder.
You feel the armor release, but you're still pretty stuck. You're going to have to do some rather undignified moves to get out of this thing.
Alright, I think I can pull this up over your head.
All right. Let me just twist a little, and I think, that's caught in an awkward place. All right. Oh, that's the shoulder. I don't have as much dexterity there as I really need to stretch
Step
more
this
often.
way. She's stepped backwards onto a coffee table or whatever, so she can get the height she needs to get this stuff off him.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of doing. It is one of those situations where you never talk about it again. But you definitely get the armor off.
Bud?
Unfortunately, now he smells like he's been wearing melted armor.
That's a fact.
It's very little different from his normal smell.
He's probably more like plastic.
Thank you very much for that. I'm going to get a fresh cloak, and we will never talk about this again.
Right.
Much obliged. And I give her a surprisingly deft bow before I retreat to grab a new cloak to make
Danielle?
myself somewhat presentable.
Danielle curtsies from the top of the table and hands him back his bottle of booze.
Much obliged.
Okay. Gideon finally free from his armor. Crimson.
No,
What are you up to?
I'm following my nose and ears
And ears. Okay.
and eyes, and I'm looking for the festival.
Oh, the
What's-
festival is all around you, but you do find yourself standing next to a large pile of wood, not wool, wood. That is, it's definitely doused in some sort of accelerant.
What in the world is this? Am I supposed to light this?
A rather hairy dwarf comes out and goes, "No, not yet. We have to wait for the sun to go down.
Oh.
Do you want to do the lighting, though?
I mean, I don't mind setting things on fire.
You look like the sort of fellow that doesn't mind setting things on fire.
What is it that we are all celebrating exactly?
The return of the light?
The return of the. What do you mean?
Summertime,
mean?
sir. Summertime.
Oh, so this is like a summer festival then.
Yes, you could go with that. I'll allow it.
Harvest festival, something of that sort.
Harvest is in full. In this universe.
Right. It's very confusing.
I can imagine so.
So, I get to light the thing.
I will let you light this one, yes.
Alright.
You have to come back in 1 hour.
I have a clock set for 1 hour. Exactly.
Good man.
And then he'll just kind of walk off.
Okay.
Is there any place that's like doing games and stuff? Like,
Looks like they are still setting up.
still setting up. Whoever's setting up, is it the dwarf that seems like he's like in charge of setting everything up?
There's definitely a few different stations. Most of looks like a lot of the game stations are being run by gnomes.
That makes sense. I don't know. I guess I'd offer my services to anyone that would accept it. Figure out what they're doing and help them set up, and
Fair
might
enough.
as well be a part of the community.
Be a part of the community. Sounds good.
We're making our names for the best you've got.
Alrighty. Cecil, you got a bag of 25 gold and no comrades.
Before Cecil left the building, he put it in his bag of holding. Or
Okay.
his backpack of holding.
Fair.
And then strides out and points his finger. Oh, wait a minute. Creature within range. Don't has spell does not follow straight. Okay, so stick my finger out, point in the general direction that I'm assuming Crimson went. Gonna go. Crimson, where are you? He's doing message.
Crimson.
120-foot range, so I more than enough. So I get the whole town if I needed to.
Yeah, it takes a couple of tries, but yeah, you find him. Crimson, you're being talked to in your skull.
You know, I would say if I hadn't encountered a dragon today, I would say this was the strangest thing that ever happened to me.
Young lad, you've got way much more time to have weird stuff happen to you. Stops and goes, I didn't come out the way I wanted that to, but yes.
Is that a threat or is that a offer?
Promise.
That is a poor choice of words. I will put it that way. Where are you so that we can all meet up so that we can see if Gideon still needs help out of his armor? We still have to collect our young ward there.
I'm helping. Crimson looks over at the gnome in front of him. I'm helping a gnome set up this game. That looks fun. I get to light a fire.
Well, all right. Well, if you're in the middle of something, I guess I can go get her.
I thought Gideon and Danielle were going to go get her.
Oh, they were doing that? Nope, that's fine. Then I will wander. And at some point I will... this is all in head. I don't remember. Yeah, it's in the head. At some point, I'll have to make sure that we divvy up all of our money that I just picked up.
That sounds good. No, you said over here though. Sorry. Yeah, sure, yeah, whatever. And he goes back to doing what he was doing.
Cecil just starts walking forward and looking around.
Okay. Danielle and Gideon. I think we've established a smelly Gideon.
Having finally won the battle against the melted parka, Danielle is now finally getting out of her outdoor wear. Like, she had to do this all while also roasting, because that's how this works, right? And then she's going to grab Gideon's melted together mess and see if she can ask the unseen servant if it is able to assist.
It cannot fix the clothing. It can try and clean it. Even the vibe you get from the invisible servant is, I don't know, dude.
At this point, any help would be appreciated. As much of the armor as we can save is kind of what we're going for.
I just imagine the invisible servant like taking it out back, tossing it, and just pulling a fresh suit out of a closet.
The armor's not damaged, right? It was just
Danielle
melted on.
shrugs. If we can't save it, we'll just have to replace it. But I'm not sure quite what happened here.
Fair enough. It's gonna try.
Thank you.
The vibe is, don't get your hopes up though.
Thank you
Even though
for
you
even
can't see
trying.
the unseen, even though you can't see the unseen servant, you know its eyes rolled.
It's more of a shrug.
Thank you
of,
for
I
even
mean,
trying.
Do what I can, man.
Alright, Danielle is going to take her gigantic bundle of exceptionally poofy garments upstairs and hang them in the closet of all things. Get out of the snow boots. Ditch the snow boots and find quote-unquote normal shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably take her hair down and put it back up properly, because I can't imagine that survived well. Because now she's seen herself in the mirror and she's just like, oh damn. And once she's put herself back together, and at this point probably swapped outfits, okay, now we can go find this child. Hopefully at the Brazen Lantern's place where we left her. Maybe.
Gideon, what are you up to during all of this?
I mean, Gideon just kind of like probably swapped into a fresh tunic, grabbed a new cloak, ran some water over his face, and that was it. He went down to like the main hall and is waiting for Danielle to join him before they head out.
Okay. You're waiting.
That took a bit longer than expected.
Well, I was asking the unseen servant if there was any possible way that armor is salvageable. He is not terribly hopeful, but I'll give it a try.
Oh, wow. That wouldn't be the first set of armor I ruined. Let's go see about retrieving the child. That would be the responsible thing to do, yeah?
Yes.
Right,
Yes,
trying
let's go.
something new. And Gideon will lead the way out.
Okay.
Oh, it is much darker here than... What time is it? We literally just had breakfast.
We literally just had breakfast and swapped dimensions, so I don't know. It looks like at least 6 or 7.
What the hell has happened?
We were in a pocket dimension and we moved out of the pocket dimension. It has its own time, right? I think they explained all
Right.
this when we were at the witch's place the first time.
We left Denmark and returned to England, time zones and whatnot. All right, that makes sense, I suppose. Didn't think the time zones were so extreme, though.
I think now that we're dead, they're farther apart.
That is fair.
I mean, you have to fit a lot more people when you've got all the people who've ever died.
You're not wrong.
It's
Right.
working theory.
Right, next door, a couple of houses down, brazen lanterns, and... Is it me or is there something in the air? Smell something burning.
Smoke?
Oh, not smoke. I don't think anything's on fire exactly, but
A lot of gas lamps? Well, it's not gas, it's... Oh, it's probably that. Whatever
Maybe
they're
the-
using for magic light.
I have no idea what's going on. We're just going to get the girl and go home.
All you can smell is burnt armor.
I think I need a bath.
We probably all do after that mission. I don't think I... Yeah, I basically lived in that coat. Does this remind you of, like... Just, like, looking around. Could you see, like, kind of, like, how they were lighting everything from here, or is it only over in the festival area?
It's all around town. Like, there's
All around town.
prep for bonfires everywhere.
This looks like a... festival night?
This looks like a very specific festival to you. Also to you, Gideon.
Is it... I'm gonna get this wrong. As a player, I'm gonna get this wrong. Because you said it was the summer festival, right?
Yeah.
I am
And
definitely
Beltane's
not...
the spring festival.
No, Beltane is correct, but it looks like something different to you.
Okay,
It looks like Guy Fawkes.
so I'm still getting this wrong. Oh. I'm now looking around for effigies.
No effigies immediately
Like-
visible, at least.
It looks almost like Guy Fawkes Day, but there's no scarecrows to burn.
What? It's not November. It's not really... Oh, wait, how cold is it?
It's.
Oh, wait, you said it's a summer, like
yeah,
a summer
it's early,
festival.
early summer.
Yeah. Alright, there's no time zone shenanigans that are going to disrupt the lay of holidays.
Maybe they combined Guy Fawkes Day and Beltane?
Oh, I wouldn't put it past it. This is a very strange place. Can't even keep their holidays straight.
I mean, if you're constantly switching between dimensions like this, how would you?
I suppose that's a very fair point.
Maybe they're just like the Romans and like to steal other people's.
Oh god, the Romans, let's hope not. Everyone likes to remember the Romans for all the things they've done for society, but trust me, you don't want to be like the Romans.
I believe you.
Thank you, that means a lot.
You're welcome.
Okay. So you guys are just heading across the street, more or less.
Yeah. We just kind of like wandered over and then stopped and looked around.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, lights and fire. What has happened?
I am going to raise a hand and pound on the door.
A familiar
Dun, dun, dun.
a familiar minotaur answers. You notice something different about this minotaur, however. You notice that his fur has been braided, and there's ribbon everywhere, in a beautiful rainbow of shimmering colors. And he just looks at you.
I blink at him. Well, mate, you're looking fabulous.
I'll go get the young miss.
Thank you, sir. Wait, was that an invitation to... Oh, well, I'd step inside.
You step inside. Roll me a dexterity saving throw. Actually, never mind. What's your AC without your armor?
I believe it's just 10 plus dex, so 10.
Oh boy. You hear a faint, "Watch out below!" And you get hit with something that explodes on impact. You are now covered in glitter.
Can I try to evade for half damage?
You were not. You can evade for. Yeah, I'll let you evade. We'll see how much glitter you get on you. But yeah, no. Gideon's now covered in glitter. He is so sparkly.
I just stand there and look down at myself.
There's a small tiefling girl on an upper balcony, just grinning at you.
I'm waiting for the Minotaur to come back and tell Gideon that he looks fabulous too.
It's been quite a day for Gideon. He's gone from furry to fabulous.
Why? Why does this keep happening to me?
It must be a Tuesday.
I don't know if this is better. No. No, this is better than the melted clothes. I'll take it. Stay on the up and up.
You look fabulous. Yeah, she runs down the stairs and comes up to you. Carrying a rucksack on her back. Okay, we can go now.
Have you accomplished everything you set out to do?
Not yet. But it's not bedtime yet.
You're right, the night is young. Danielle, could you take her out for a moment? I have a question for our Minotaur friend.
Sure. Do you know what's going on? Because there's festival lights everywhere, and it doesn't quite look like what I see at home.
It's the Festival of Lights. There's gonna be bonfires most of the night, and roasted food and the like.
Oh, that sounds delightful. I turn and look at Danielle and wait.
Peggy waits as well.
Danielle is taking Peggy outside and was meaning to ask Peggy the question.
Oh, okay. Peggy did not know, but...
That's okay. I didn't figure she would, but if someone had mentioned it to her, then she could explain it to me, because why not?
Okay. You are left inside.
Right. Quick question, mate. Is there someone in town that's good with clockwork trinkets and repairing such things. Particularly well-made watchmaker of some sort.
Alright, give me a second. Now I'm looking at my notes. Sorry about the wait. I had not anticipated that.
No problem at all.
Don't you love it when your players always ask you for the most obscure fucking person that exists in the fucking town?
Right now I'm looking for like the notes we made about and going, who knows watchmaking?
There's the one that does the antiques.
Oh yeah.
And his
Is it
son.
the other Cornelius?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the crazy Cornelius.
The one that's possibly a murderer? But we don't know that. Cornelius that is not that musician.
I was about to say, wasn't Cornelius the mind flayer?
Yes!
There's two Corneliuses.
Right.
There's
right.
another one.
There's the one that's the fucking antique guy.
Antique Cornelius or musician Cornelius.
These are two very different things. Do not get them mixed up. You never will once you've met them.
Okay. Agathos is always an interesting choice. The blue anvil, Miria might be able to do such delicate work. It's been a bit since we've had an artificer. Those are your best bets, I think.
Was Miria and who was the other one?
Miria and Agathor. You met Agathor.
Oh, wasn't he the one with like the thrift shop area?
Yes, he runs.
Yeah.
He's the kobold. He runs a thrift shop.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no.
No, some amazing deals were made there.
Excellent. This blue anvil, where's that located at?
Closer to the center of town. Over that way. He'll motion in a direction that is helpful. I don't have it because Heather's map got deleted.
I fully expect just like hand waving. All right, excellent. I appreciate your assistance. And thank you very much for taking care of the girl while we were away.
Not a problem. Might be a good idea to maybe Vala enjoyed her presence greatly.
Perfect. That's good. We might need to borrow her services again later for further missions. But for now, there's a festival to enjoy. Thank you very much, and have a good night. And I'll slip out before he can object.
Like all parents facing down a babysitter. Who has clearly had a rough night. We appreciate you, bye!
Same time next week. Okay, thanks. Bye.
You're the best. I love you. Bye. Cecil.
Yes.
All right. So you're exploring, or what are you up to?
Cecil is actually starving. I picture that he spent most of the morning while everybody else was eating breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
copying all his notes over.
Sure. Outside of the wagon wheel. Percival? No, thank you. Um, outside of the wagon wheel, there is, or sorry, the wagon hitch. There's a trio of ladies, one of which is running a table outside, and it's just full of sticks with roasted meat on them. Kebab, satay, it's just roasted meat all the way down. The other two seem to be manning a large in-ground fire pit that has been somehow created just for this special occasion. Or, I don't know, it would be above ground. It'd probably waist high. They're like cooking on a fire pit that was made. It smells
Cecil will
fucking
walk over.
delicious.
Oddly enough, in out of character, I am now starving, thinking of
I am now also starving.
I know, right?
Yeah, same. And I had dinner.
I
all I can
didn't.
think is that
Ew.
Chinese food where it's like teriyaki on a stick or
Yeah,
something.
they have that. They 100% have that. I don't have it, and that makes me sad.
The same.
Cecil will walk over and wipe his mouth a bit because he's starting to drool without realizing, and goes, "Madam, I would like to purchase one of your wares."
Right, well, they're very reasonable. You can, all you can eat for the entire evening for 1 gold piece, or a copper piece apiece.
And thinking about how long it's going to be before he meets up with everybody else, goes, I will take 5 copper piece worth.
Alrighty. And she hands you 5 long skewers.
And how many coppers in a silver? Is that 10 or is that
10.
5?
10.
10. Okay.
10
I
up.
will hand over a silver.
She takes it.
1 gold is 10 silver. 1 platinum is 10 gold.
And I will tell her to keep the rest.
Appreciated. And she'll give you a little salute, and she takes the money and pops it into a large jar, next to on the side. Near her. It's not that far away, but it's definitely like, this is where the money is just being deposited. It's not very formal.
Kind of like, we'll get to that later type deal.
They're not expecting to make a lot of change.
Okay, well, he will start munching on one of them and walk off,
Okay.
looking for everybody else.
With a fistful of skewers of meat.
Yes.
I'm going to say you run into Danielle and Peggy first, because they are outside.
And offers them each one.
Thank you! Peggy takes one, starts chomping on it immediately.
Danielle also takes one and tries it slightly less
less
Gingerly.
enthusiastically.
slightly less enthusiastically in that she's eating it neatly.
Oh yeah, no. Peggy's got meat juice running down her chin.
Yeah.
Cecil then suddenly wonders, I never did find out what kind of meat this is. Takes another bite. Does it taste familiar or taste like anything he would know?
Yeah, roll me a d4. Chicken.
Chicken. Yeah.
Because of course.
Because it's always chicken.
It's chicken when you land on 4.
I think I've been rolling wrong. Hold on. Let me check something.
Okay.
I'm still happy with checking, but my 20 wasn't a 20 earlier. I forgot the 1D part.
Oh well. It was relatively low stakes.
Do you know where the other lads have gone to?
I assume at this point Gideon emerges covered in glitter.
Gideon should be right there. And just the occasion, thanks to this one.
Now, with all the lanterns that are going on, is he like a walking disco ball at this point?
Yeah, he's getting there. It's less uniform, but yes. There is a noticeable point of impact.
So did that happen when taking the armor off?
No.
No, I did it. I did sneak attack.
Appears you were successful. Good job. And hands him meat on a stick.
Miss Vala taught me.
I will have to be sure to thank her. What is this?
It's meat. I believe it's chicken-esque.
Good enough for me. I'll just dig in.
Now, Crimson is somewhere helping out, or something about he's going to be lighting a fire. Because we ought to find him and give him his meat on a stick. Is there anything anybody would like to check out while we're here? Anybody else want more food?
Have you come across Crimson yet?
Yes, I did speak with him in his head. He is helping people set up, apparently, and he's going to be lighting a bonfire.
Why did you feel the need to qualify that with in his head?
Well, I didn't actually see him, but I did talk to him.
I'm not sure how that makes sense.
Normal.
How does that make sense?
Oh, well, okay, we're asking.
Cecil takes a couple steps away, turns, points at Danielle, and goes, in his head goes, like this.
That is incredibly odd. So, magic, mind-to-mind communication.
Yes. I have to have a general idea where they are, and, it's kind of a...
Range? Short, long, line of sight?
No, I just have to be in the general direction, know where I'm going, and know who I'm trying to talk to in general direction.
Interesting.
Yeah. Points over at Peggy and goes, ooh.
Yeah, she collapses into a fit of giggles.
And then, just so he doesn't feel left out, points up at Gideon and goes, well, lad, if nothing else, you'll be the belle of the ball.
Hilarious.
Let's go hunt for candy. And Peggy's gonna stand up and start dragging you off to hunt for candy.
All of us or just me?
I think she's gonna aim for... It's gonna be Cecil. I think she feels Cecil is most likely to go hunt for candy with her.
Yeah. Plus, she's probably the lightest, and therefore easier to pull.
That too.
All right, yep, just, all right, let's go find some candy, yes.
I wonder if I can find some ale to go with this meat on a stick.
Crimson.
Yeah.
So you have helped set up 3 games. One looks to be some sort of ring toss. One appears to be some sort of like strongman hit the target, ring the bell sort of situation. Another is a small, like, you would think it was a dunk tank, but there's nothing to dunk someone into. Like, it's like a contained, like, shell with a top and a seat in the middle, but no dunk tank on the bottom.
What in the world is this thing?
The young gnomish woman looks at you and goes, "You want to give it a shot? You did help set it up, after all. You might as well get first crack at it."
Sure. Why not?
Right. Catch the light. So you take a seat in this tank, and dotting around you is this, like, and it's very fast. It's this little point of light, and it's just zipping around you. Right, you have 1 minute to catch it. And go. Roll me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check. Oh, I'm so fantastic at these. That is a 8.
8. You miss it. Your hand just right by it, like trying to catch a fruit fly. You can roll me 1 more dexterity check.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah. You snatch it out of the air. The first time you miss, but the second time, no. You know how to do this. Your fingers wrap around something vaguely soft and squishy, like, I don't know, it's like grabbing a marshmallow out of thin air. And the young woman claps. "Good job, that's a good show. Good show. Alright, you get to pick from the prize bin."
Is it like you grab something at random, or is it like...
It is a bunch of, like, stuffies and little toys. It's a prize bin.
Can I do an insight check for Peggy?
Sure.
See if I can determine what she would like the most. Insight. I think I'm not bad at these. That's 15.
15. Peggy is not the Peggy is the sort that likes ugly cute.
Ugly cute.
Ugly cute, vaguely terrifying. You find. Roll me a perception check.
Perception. Hold on, let me. Can I roll an investigation instead?
Yeah, you could roll investigation instead. Sure, you're looking for something specific.
That is an 18.
18. You find a doll. Probably the size of a Barbie. You know what size Barbies are. Probably
Yeah,
better
sure.
than I do.
No, not really. I don't know what. Actually, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I
you do.
know what Barbies are,
you
yeah. Niece.
You have your niece. With this kind of unsettling grin on her face and eyes that are just a little too wide and excited. It's definitely got buried at the bottom of the pile because someone was like, "This is off," but we needed to pad out the prize offerings. This creepy looking thing.
I am now getting Barbie done as like one of those Monster High Bratz dolls.
Yes.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Monster High is exactly the vibe.
Crimson picks it up, looks at it, and goes, "This is one of the creepiest looking things I've ever seen." Perfect.
It's perfect.
Cut to Peggy with saucer eyes. I wants it.
Peggy is
It's
currently
just so
halfway.
gothy.
Peggy is currently halfway in a bush, and is starting to emerge with chocolate coins. She emerges with 2. She hands one to Cecil.
Oh, thank you. Cecil takes a quick sniff to make sure that it is a chocolate coin and not just some animal's droppings.
It is a chocolate coin. It's got like a gold foil wrapping.
They just hide these around town for people to find? Taking a bite.
I think it's part of the festival. I think it's like nothing gets hidden in the lights or from the lights. I don't know. I was not paying attention. I heard chocolate. Hidden chocolate.
These are quite good confectionaries. Starts eating it.
She puts it. She like looks through her pockets, realizes that if she gets put in her pocket, it'll melt, and she like looks at Gideon and goes, shakes her head no, and then puts it in her own pocket. She's like, whose pocket should this not? Maybe I need the basket. Anyway, and she starts to rummage through someone's like front yard to try and find these chocolate coins.
She just started.
She's like lifting potted plants.
Let's not steal from the neighbors, dear.
It's not stealing, they're hidden for the festival.
Oh. All right then. I just shrug. One in Rome. Oh dear, I brought up the Romans again.
What's a Roman? Oh, this is a normal coin. Yeah.
Nothing you need to worry. Hey, what kind of coin is that?
What did you not just say about stealing from the neighbors?
No, it's hidden.
Well, you heard her. It's hidden for the festival.
It's for the adults.
Chocolate's for the children, the nettles for the adults. That's how this festival works.
So I've heard from someone to someone else.
Exactly.
She tosses you the copper.
Ah, shit. I pocket it.
All
Really
right,
hoping for a platinum.
but if you find more chocolate ones, you have to give them to me. Deal?
Deal.
She holds out her hand to shake.
I'll reach out and solemnly shake her hand.
Great. And she starts like climbing like I'm trying to think of okay. You know, like there's like rose gardens like next to the house?
Mm-hmm.
She's climbing like behind the roses in between the foundation of the house.
I'm not sure they would hide it in such difficult to reach places. Just a thought.
Come on.
Okay.
So after Crimson wins the doll, he'd probably go look for his friends.
Oh yeah.
Getting himself prepared for exactly 1 hour.
I feel like, you know when a large group of adults takes one child trick-or-treating?
You point him out at it all. Co-parenting at its best.
So they're all like hanging out on the same corner, like just like, yeah, we're just hanging out on the strip.
Hanging out, chatting, eating meat on a stick.
All the fucking kids in the fucking... All I get is like one of those fucking fountains with all the coins in it. There's the kid in the fountain while the 3 adults are just standing there eating their meat on the stick talking about shit.
They haven't gotten quite there yet. She's still, I think she's moved on to the next house and is searching in the bird feeder. Like, she's just kind of poking around in the bird feeder, like, where is it? I know it's in here.
So anyone find any good drinks at this festival?
No, but haven't really gone to many bars yet. I'm sure we will eventually.
It looks like everything's really just opened when the sun went down, which would make sense. So I don't think you've missed much.
Right, well, keep your eyes out. Sometimes they've got good stuff on the streets in these kinds of festivals.
Does
Do they
Crimson
have a honey mead?
Yeah, fuck yeah. You can find that right in front of the bar. Wow.
Are you guys heading towards the bar? I'm sure at this point, Crimson, you have found them.
So Crimson walks up, sees Peggy digging through other people's lawns. The 3 of them huddled in a group, and amongst that group is a sparkling Gideon.
Yes.
Cecil sticks a stick with meat on it in his face, which is probably cold by now.
Thank you. Crimson kind of grabs it, looks at Gideon. So we go from werewolf to shiny, sparkly things.
Let's not say the W word a little too loudly, if you please.
Werewolf?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's it. Crimson looks at the meat stick. What is that chicken?
Roll a d4.
We're hoping.
What kind of roll is that?
A d4?
D4.
It's a meat check. I don't know.
Mystery meat vibe check, huh?
Steak.
Tastes like beef.
What's a 3? Pig?
Yeah, some sort of pig. Probably, yeah.
Is that pig? Cold pig.
Pork? No, it's beef.
Cecil eats another bit of chocolate. He looks up at Gideon and goes, "Lad, I know you've had chocolate, but have you ever had brandy balls?"
I beg your pardon?
It's chocolate and, well, depending on who makes it, usually soaked in brandy.
Oh. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have had that before.
I was good, but now I want one.
I grew up on a farm. We didn't have things that fancy.
Oh, we'll have to find you a whole wide variety of candies. Get some coconut ice, some jelly babies, some marzipan. As I go through the list of all the Victorian candies. Brandy balls. It's the Irish, chocolate limes.
You're really going way too fancy. I had, beef, potatoes, carrots a lot. More beef. We had a lot of milk.
Dear God, Crimson, now you're depressed
on good
me.
I grew up on a farm. What do you want me to do?
Well, you're not on a farm now. Indulge yourself.
I didn't say I wouldn't try them if they somehow pass me by.
I figured someone who grew up on a farm could taste the difference between beef and pork. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, I have pork. I can taste the pork in the pork that I'm eating. We had pigs. Frankly,
They
I'm
might have
insulted.
just had a variety of meats, honestly.
No, I thought we got these from the same place.
They may have just had a bunch of different meats.
Oh, well, now I got to get some more. Where was that stand?
It was back over here.
Excellent.
Crimson will walk up to Peggy and be like, I won you something.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Take a guess what it is.
A fight?
No, I didn't win you a fight. What a fight? What kind of monster do you think I am? I caught a light thing. It was squishy.
As several coins from a person who you hustled? I don't know. What did you win?
And he bends down on his knee and he goes, and he pulls out and he goes, a creepy doll.
He says it's the creepiest doll I have ever seen. I love her. She needs
Now I
a
have
name.
Wisconsin Colton playing in my head.
What's her name? Rhonda?
Rhonda. Rhonda is perfect.
There I go. Rhonda the creepy doll. I love it.
Rhonda, we have to go find more coins. And she tucks Rhonda under her arm and jots off to the next yard to sneak through their, they have, a patch of, a little bit taller grass. Maybe their lawnmower, whatever they were using to cut their grass died. She's just in it.
While she's off, Cecil will turn to the others and goes, now, so, looks at Crimson as he says it. As some of us completed our task this evening, we did get paid. And, as a matter of fact, we even got paid a little extra. So I have 25. I don't know if we just want to put it into the group fund or if we want to divvy it up or just go crazy tonight, whatever we want to do.
You could put mine in the It's Our Fun.
All right. Well, right now it's all in my mysterious bag, as it were. I can divvy it out now, or we can just worry about it later. But I just want to let everybody know that I did have it.
Good to know. I'm thinking this one might just go into the group fund since we have also received our payment for our second mission, so my pocketbook's not looking too bad at the moment.
Same.
Well, that works. We'll just go ahead and put it all into the group fund.
Fun has been updated.
Well, they're discussing the group funds, and I'm acquiring more meats. I'm also going to take a moment to start asking around for this, for Miria's place.
Okay.
Has it been an hour yet?
It is coming close on an hour.
Peggy,
Has
do you
anybody
want
commented
to
on his sparkliness?
I've already commented on the sparkliness.
I meant just random people.
You, the Minotaur, the Brazen Lanterns. I didn't catch his name.
I am not discreet.
I mean, most of them probably aren't commenting because he's standing there with his, I'm assuming he's still carrying around the wine bottle or whatever he had there. Guinea, are you drinking wine or hard liquor?
I'm not there. I've wandered off.
Okay, well, never mind then.
Peggy, do you want to see something get lit on fire?
I do, yes. Rhonda wants to see fire as well.
Oh, Rhonda's gonna see lots of fire. Come with me. Y'all can come too if you'd like. We're gonna go burn some shit.
Let's go burn some shit.
Yeah, let's go burn some shit. And burn some lots off.
Cecil turns to Danielle. Why do I have the feeling that's not the best pairing right now?
Danielle's just like gone to full face palming at this point. She's just like, do I really want to start the battle of trying to, like, not teach the child all of this language, but at the same time, really?
I suppose we ought to catch up before they, start lighting up the town together. Literally.
Oh, we're gonna light up the town.
Oh yeah.
Right. How often can you cast the I speak in your head spell?
Oh, unlimited times.
Excellent. Please tell Gideon where we are going, and that we are apparently lighting things on fire, just so he could find us if needed.
Just look
So
for the
kinda-
fire.
Points that general direction, goes, Peggy and Gideon and Crimson are off to set a fire. Hopefully not the town. Try to catch up and lose it at that.
Oh, that's delightful.
Gideon's coming to join. Yeah, let's light some shit on fire.
Yeah, I was about to say, I hope you weren't expecting Gideon to intervene.
No, I'm expecting him to be able to
I
find
mean,
us.
he's the one bringing the alcohol, so.
That's okay. He's not planning on using it as an accelerant. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's even better. Let's have two drunks fucking
The
lighting a
night
fire.
is young.
Gideon and Crimson are about ready to, let's just say, burn the town down.
This is when we find out glitter is flammable.
Oh no!
Holding a meeting to get lit.
I mean, to be fair, Peggy is a tiefling, okay?
Yeah, she's immune to, or at least resistant to fire damage.
She's gonna be helping Crimson.
Okay, so let's start with Gideon.
Before the whole town burns down, what would you like to do?
Before we resolve the fire madness, you were getting some more meat on a stick.
Using that as a cover to look for Miria,
Okay.
but also getting more meat on a stick.
Sure. Miria is a young halfling woman. She's kind of standing outside of the forge, which is lit. But she's got some chairs outside, and she's just sitting in a chair, and she gives you a nod.
Evening.
Evening. What can I help you with?
Well, you came pretty highly recommended. I have an object I'm looking to get repaired.
And I'm going to pull from my bag the old rusted clockwork nightingale that I bought from, or convinced Agathor to give me before we left on our mission.
All right, let's take a look. She kind of looks it over. I could do this as a little project. Yeah, sure. How much were you looking to pay?
How much do you think it'd be worth? Your time and effort, I mean.
I could spend a couple of hours on it, maybe. Let's call it a gold piece, and I'll get it fixed up nice and pretty for you.
I think that's mighty fair.
I'll pull out a gold piece and pass it over to her.
She takes it. She pulls out a small folding tray and kind of sets it in front of her chair outside, and starts beginning to take it apart, beginning to work on it.
I didn't mean to interrupt your night. By all means, enjoy the festival. I can check in with you tomorrow.
I am enjoying the festival. I'm just enjoying it from here. Something to occupy my hands. Plus, the taking apart is the easy part.
That is true. I've always found breaking things easier than putting them together.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. I'll come back in the morning, check in on things. My name is Gideon, by the way. Gideon Belmont.
Maybe afternoon.
Afternoon, even better. Would you like a meat on a stick?
Oh,
Just picked one up fresh.
no, I've got the unlimited package. I'll stop by when I'm hungry again.
There's an unlimited package?
There's definitely an unlimited package.
Who might I speak with about the unlimited package?
Now just ask the girls. It's a gold piece.
I'll give her another gold piece as a tip and go and secure an unlimited package.
Sure. It is 1 gold piece. You get unlimited meat on a sticks for the entire night.
Best purchase I've ever made.
And then he's going to go look for signs of fire.
Okay. There
That
are...
won't be hard.
All the screams.
So let's cut back to Peggy and Crimson. The murder hobo-est of murder hobos tonight.
I'm not planning on murdering anyone.
No. Just
If
lighting
someone
some fires.
accidentally dies, that's not murder. I didn't premeditate that.
It's not pre-murder if it's not premeditated.
I'm gonna go find the dwarf and be like, so, I got myself a companion, and we're here to... What are we here for, Peggy?
Fire.
We're here for fire. Crimson says with his arms crossed, staring at the dwarf with a smile on his face.
The dwarf looks between you two, nods, and hands you a long, it's not quite a torch. You know those, like, long matchsticks?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a thicker version of that. And he hands it to you. It's already lit, so there's a little flame on it. Sorry, Sam's laughing. Anyway, Peggy just looks excitedly at it, but lets you get the first grab at it.
No. You do the honors.
Fire! She
He had
takes...
this premeditated the whole time.
Yeah, she takes the match, kind of shields Rhonda away with the idea that Rhonda is probably made of something vaguely flammable. And then tosses the lit match into the bonfire, and it just goes whoosh as it lights up. And all across the city there, the bonfires are being lit. It is now as bright as noon out. Just on every block, there's at least 2 giant bonfires going.
Somewhere a drunk guy just came to, looks at everything, goes, Gondor calls for aid!
Well, that was exhilarating.
I want to learn how to do that again.
Maybe someday I will teach you.
You'll teach me how to cast fire?
I will teach you how to cast something.
Okay.
How about we go find some candy?
Let's go find candy! She looks at the dwarf and immediately, like, goes to his stoop and, like, goes next to his stoop and starts, like, looking around behind his stoop. Like, in the cracks, like under the stairs, and she emerges with 2 chocolate coins. She immediately hands one to you, Crimson.
Crimson will take it and eat it.
That is chocolate. High quality chocolate.
That is the sweetest thing of, well, actually kind of bitter and sweet all at the same time.
Should we go find more?
How about we go buy some?
Let's go buy some!
And Crimson will take her off to, I'm sure there are like candy
there's
vendors all the
there's
spot.
vendors everywhere. There's someone selling churros. There's some funnel cakes. Like, people are starting to like outside of their normal houses, people are starting to set up like, you know, folding tables with whatever the fuck they've decided to make that evening.
Yeah.
Town equivalent of a tailgating party.
It's a tailgating party with money. They charge you. But whatever people have decided to make, it's like a bake sale on crack. Like,
Big sale on crack. Oh. Fucking Crimson found his party buddy for the day.
Oh my.
oh man,
He misses his sisters, dude.
he does.
Peggy's like his little sister.
Peggy is excitedly running, encouraging you into the chaos in ways that feel so very familiar.
Yeah.
Like, you used to be the straight-laced one, but tonight chaos.
Night is chaos. It's
Danielle
party.
and Cecil, you watch as Crimson lets the small child light the fire, and then they both run off to go find more candy because Crimson realizes he's an adult and he can buy candy. He does not need to find it on the road.
I don't need to ask permission. I got money.
Now, it turns to Danielle and goes, "Now, before I died, I wasn't particularly young, wasn't particularly old. I'd say right around middle-ish age. And I feel a bit younger now. That all being said, watching the two of them run around is very tiring. It makes me feel very old."
It's a good thing we just got up.
Yes. Oh my, we did just grow up, didn't we?
We've been awake for 3 hours, maybe.
Our internal watches
Which
will
probably
be off
means
for
that
a while.
at some point we're going to have to remind Crimson that Peggy was not there. And actually needs to sleep at some point tonight. Since I'm sure we're well past bedtime.
Whatever, Mom.
We'll find them an hour from now at a tattoo parlor. They're both getting tattoos that said "Fire Buddies" on each arm.
Gideon, you were looking for the bond. Were you looking for your comrades, or?
Yeah.
Oh, they're very easy to find. At least 2 of them are. As they emerge from a churro stand. Two copper poorer, but with giant churros.
I'm just gonna like deduct like 10 gold.
Deduct like 3 gold. You could buy almost unlimited sweets for 3 gold in this party.
There we go. 3 gold. Boom. Gone.
I was going to say, Crimson has no idea what he bought, but he had fun, so he doesn't care.
As he walks up to Gideon, he goes, "Churro,"
Meat on a stick.
and they yeah, that sounds about right.
Absolutely.
I cannot see those two melding well in your stomach.
Nope. But
I
it's
think
gonna be
chocolate.
fine.
Chocolate, churro, and mystery meat.
I've eaten worse.
I have well.
I mean, one of you is Victorian and one of you is like, God, 1600s. This is fine for you.
This is
By the
normal.
way, did you know there's an all-you-can-meat package?
Did
only
you
a gold.
know you can buy all the sweets you want for like 3 gold here?
Well, I would assume so. It's called commerce.
That's fantastic. I'm gonna go find the booze next, but we'll get this one something else. Fruity drink.
Alright.
That sounds about good. That sounds about right.
With a short discussion about the pros of having money and spending money, we are going to call it for tonight.
Oh, commerce.
Yay.
It's called
Look at this
Commerce.
deal I found. Look at this stuff I bought.
What's this? What's this? There's food all
We
everywhere.
can afford it. It's so easy. Oh my gosh.
Shopping's so much easier when you have money.
Ain't that the truth?
Fucking rich now, man. We're good. This is the most money I've ever had in my life.
And by calling that out, it suddenly will be gone.
That's when you go on the next adventure.
Now we need to buy magical supplies. Shit, I spent it all at the festival.
It's like all those commercials that used to show in like the late 90s with the credit cards and how you had to work and you got to go use your credit card and then you ended up washing dishes somewhere because you didn't realize there was actually like a limit and you had to pay it back.
No, this is like on a Friday getting your paycheck
Yeah.
and then going to the mall.
Yeah.
I got money. I don't have money anymore.
I had money. Alright, you all. I hope you have an awesome weekend, or an awesome evening. And weekend too, I suppose. And we will pick this up next Tuesday.
Sounds good.
Yay.
See you then.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for
Have a good
Good
being
night,
night.
everyone.
Thanks for game.